Novellavision Zombie Talk Episode 1.
Zombie Talk. The Zombie Zone, if you will.
Comics.
I'm not gonna lie, Javel, I was not expecting that many zombie comic books.
Yeah.
I've only known about like The Walking Dead and
Marvel
IDW,
Zombies.
Marvel Zombies and IDW Zombie, which I'm gonna try and get to those too. But I read the first collected
Trade paperbacks.
of The Walking Dead by Mr. Robert Kirkman, who is probably one of my favorite comic book writers out there. He does Invincible and Astounding Wolfman. He did Marvel Zombies, and he did
Marvel Zombies?
Yep, and he did the original Marvel Zombies, and he did the Dead Days one shot, and he did Marvel Team Up when they redid it. And he did the Ant-Man comic book, which just got canceled.
But Walking Dead,
very good. It's like it plays like a George A. Romero movie. It's amazing.
his better movies, his earlier ones.
Yeah, like
Land
not,
of the Dead kind of sucked.
Land of the Dead.
By kind of, I mean, it really did.
I love
The 28 Days Later kind of opening where guy wakes up in a hospital and walks out and holy shit, there's zombies everywhere.
You read it and it's like more than just zombies, because it's like there's that whole subplot with I mean, I'm probably not going to give any of it away, but the whole subplot between his wife, who thought he was dead, and
Shane,
his best friend Shane, the girl, I think is it Angela, is the one who gets eaten in the second book, or was it Andrea? It was one of the twins.
Oh yeah, no, she got eaten in
the first one. That's right.
Yeah,
and
they weren't twins though. One was her older sister who picked her up from college.
Oh, yep, that's right.
The twins are the two little kids.
Yep, the two little kids. I thought, maybe because their names were Angela and Andrea or whatever. Yeah. It's cool, and it also doesn't, fit into, like, the zombie movie, or even zombie genre of whatever it is, like, cliche. Like, it doesn't do the typical zombie movie thing. Like,
everybody does something retarded and you have to kill the characters off right away. Yeah, with this you have time to see people and
and you get to Kirkman just does such a good job of creating all these different characters and he's such a good writer. And I love how there would be zombies that were
the roamers versus
the roamers, and then
the
packs, I guess is what.
Let's see, they stay around. There's a word for that too.
Roamers and
the roamers.
I know what you're talking. I don't there's zombies that freely walk around, and there are other ones that stay in one location.
Yeah, and if anything, if something comes across them, then they start moving.
Yeah.
I think one of the best characters so far is Glenn.
Oh yeah, Glenn's great.
Glenn is former pizza delivery guy who runs into Atlanta. Yeah, runs into Atlanta for supply runs. He's climbs up fire escapes and hops around.
And I also like the guy who the one.
The old one.
Not the old guy. The guy whose family got eaten.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? I can't remember his name.
I can't remember. That guy should have lived because he was a mechanic and, he
did die.
Yeah.
That's right. I liked, when I read the second book, first of all, the ending to the first book was just awesome. When they get to that community.
Oh,
the gated community, and they go in. And,
gated community, it's the middle of winter. They see all these houses and stuff. They go in. They stay the night, and the next morning the sun's out and bright, and you see the sign, all the snow melt off the sign that says "Warning, all dead inside." They walk out and start to search for supplies, and all these zombies start coming out.
It's great. And when I was reading the second book, when they get to the farm, and there's that farmer who's got all the zombies in the barn, I'm like, what?
That's an accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, that's so stupid. But then I just love how he treats it where he's no, it's my kid, and it's what, if my brother turned into a zombie or something like that, it would be really hard just to shoot him.
Or
if you think about it's kind of not like what you would do in that situation, but like he brings up points like he's like we'll be safe like 40 miles away from like from the city because
well, somebody will
the dumbest
see
like,
us.
And I just loved how like you got to the city and it was all zombies, and then someone was just like, well, no shit, it was all zombies. Like, we all got killed because that's where all the food is. Like,
yeah.
And I love that there are zombies. Like, I just love how like subtly you'll see like a zombie like in like on like the ground and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
Like, it's really cool how they've done it.
I liked how they only had like 4 guns between them.
Yeah.
So they're like they run into this Glenn and Rick sneak through the city covered in like zombie grime.
I love that scene. That's probably my favorite
Glenn's
part.
throwing up everywhere.
That was so good.
They like sneak through the city, make it to the gun store. They start like oh crap, door's locked. How do we break it down without not looking like drawing attention?
Well, I loved it when he
wham, take the shopping cart.
I loved it when he first showed like when he was trying to prove that they weren't gonna get him, and like he got really close to one zombie, like just pushed him away.
Yeah.
It was cool because it's like, in all the movies that I've seen for zombies, it's almost like they're just like roaming, kind of sort of wild animals. But in this, Kirkman kind of says like, no, zombies are like they kind of like have their own way of like communicating and stuff in a way.
Well, not really communicating.
Well, not like communicating, but like, while they were talking to
yeah.
while he and Glenn were talking to each other, and they were like, why aren't they noticing us? He's like, I don't know. I guess maybe
we smell like.
Yeah, because they make noises too. It was cool. I like it.
One warning with the Walking Dead though is just get the trade paperbacks because issue to issue sometimes is just really boring to read through. You need to read it like in a long series instead of.
And also, it's at like issue 40 something. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been out for like 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
And I really regret not picking it up when it first came out.
Speaking of smelly people in comics, you got to read Zombie Sama.
Which one?
It's the one on the cover with like the guy with the katana and stuff.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, during the outbreak, this guy works at a sushi restaurant, ends up locking himself in the freezer for several hours. And, the power's out, and he comes out smelling really badly, and all the zombies are pretty much ignoring him. And, the first place he does is hit up, one of his friends goes out with this guy he really hates, and that guy's dad owns some fishing, or, sea shop with, scuba gear and stuff. And goes there, sees the guy's dad. It's like, hey, and the guy's dad's a zombie and ends up attacking him. He grabs a stand, and the zombie's teeth break off, and it's on the stand is one of those shark suits, which is basically chainmail, and he puts that on, walks around with the sword from the sushi shop, and just kind of hacks everything up.